boy Jamar from Top Shelf Sports Talk with another Eagles update. Today in training camp, we're going to talk about our boy Derek Barnett, who supposedly got into a little altercation, a little slight scuffle with Landon Dickerson for a blind side block from the back. Um, People are blaming Derek Barnett for his aggression and how he retaliate. They're claiming him a liability on the field. If how can you have a guy out there that's going to make bonehead plays like that and cause the defense of, yards or costly stops and give the offense back the ball. Um, I'm of the mindset where I believe I do understand that he does do a lot of bonehead plays, but I'm also of the mindset toughness. He preaches toughness. So, sometimes, it's at the wrong times when he's doing these things, but you got to let people know you're not to be played with. This is a game where people think if they can punk you, they're going to punk you. So I'm not all the way upset with how he retaliates with, people who he feels doing him wrong or did something wrong to him, dirty or whatever, dirty play, however you want to look at it. I'm just like, yo, let's pick and choose at times. Let's not do it when the game is on the line, and try not to let's do it with our teammates because we got to form a brotherhood, and we don't need that divide in between our teammates. We need everybody to be together on the same page because again, the ultimate goal is getting back to that Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. You know, so we got division amongst the ranks, amongst the team, amongst the players. Our brotherhood is severed. It's going to be harder for us to get there because nobody's going to want to trust each other. So we got to fix that up. I don't know from what the reports I hear, Derek Barnett hasn't had a good training camp coming off an injury. So it's a very good possibility that he might not even be on the roster come game one, week one. So this might be all for nothing, but again, it happened, and we got to talk about it. That's what we do here. We're going to talk about it. It made the headway, so we're going to give our opinions on it. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad situation. I think it's a situation where he just defended himself. And you want, like I said, you want your guys to defend yourself when they're being done dirty. So with that, you guys can give me let me know how you feel, what you think about it. Whether it was something to talk about, whether he's wrong, how you feel about him as a player, all that. Give me your thoughts and your opinions on all that. One another observation from camp. And I brought this up one of my videos before. Whether you guys were nervous about Jalen Hurts. But like as I got from Bleeding Green, one of the guys said on Bleeding Green that he's not had a sharp training camp even last year, but he came out and lit the league on fire. So my question again, it still remains: are you guys scared about training camp and the play in training camp, or you guys are like, nah, it's just training camp, it's practice. We're not gonna worry about that. We're just going, we're gonna know that he's going to bounce back, and when it means the most. So at the end of the day, I just want to know how you guys feel. You guys nervous? If you guys, are like really hanging your hats on the fact that Jalen Hurts hasn't had the sharpest practice or training camp coming off a Super Bowl trip. Let me know how you feel about that. Another thing, running back room. They're talking about DeAndre Swift and Kenny Gainwell. Those two are battling maybe for that starting position. I do still hear Rashard Penny has had the best, you know, training camp so far, but let's see where that goes. With the coming up with the start of the season, week one. I think you might have to almost give the nod to DeAndre Swift, in my opinion, because he's a Swiss Army knife. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's fast. He's elusive. You know, we want to. I think we're going to go with that type of player and then mix it in because the 1-2-3 punch is going to be deadly for teams to keep up with. I mean, each running back has a different style of play, and any given time, these running backs come in, you don't know what you're going to get out of it. Especially with Swift being that Swiss Army knife, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I know Gainwell can too, but we're going to see what happens with the decision making when it comes to that. Also, obviously give your opinions on how you feel and what you think, and tell me who you believe that your starting quarterback is going to be. N'Kobe Dean was back at practice today. Was a limited participant because he's still nursing that. What does he have? Ankle injury. James Bradbury was a full participant back at practice today, which is a good thing because, like I said, that 1-2 cornerback punch with Slay and Bradbury, man, that's going to bode well for us. That's going to do well for us. So, we need that to be full strength. Couple other things that I want to get into when it comes to the Eagles as I'm reading through my notes. So if I'm not looking at you guys, I'm looking down at my notes trying to figure out how I want to approach things. There was a report. Tim McMahon has reported that Howie Roseman had to step in and say something to Coach Sean Desai because he felt as though the defense wasn't on point. They was lacking. They wasn't prepared. I don't know how to feel about that because you're a coach. You should have saw that. You should have paid attention to that. That should not have been a general manager's position to make that call. And when he did that, it's like he benched the first team defense and put in the second team defense because it's like now it's almost all of a sudden like, you know how you get caught by your mind doing something. Let me do something different. Let me change. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I didn't know you was looking. So he put in the second team defense as in, like, dude, you should have caught that from the beginning. If your team is not sharp, if your players are not playing up to par, you need to be on top of that. You need to be handling your business as far as getting everybody on the same page. We can't have this coming into the season. Like, defense is supposed to be our strongest suit right now. I mean, offense is, they're both kind of like balanced, but I think the defense has more potential to do big things. Again, like I said, I'm not saying that the offense doesn't, but the defense got some players on there that we need to make sure that they're on point. They're paying attention and engaged and ready to go. We can't have it to where as though, the general manager is like making calls from the box. Yo, decide, get this guy out of here. He's not playing. No, you got to see that, coach. Come on. We need you better than that. So with that being said, again, like, I just want to get on here and talk about what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what's being reported. I want you guys to feel free to jump on here and say what you see, what you hear, what's being reported, and give your opinions, whether you're nervous or not on the Jalen Hurts play, the Derek Barnett, pushing Landon Dickerson from the back, Coach Desai with the not, understanding that his players wasn't playing up the part that the GM had to come down and correct that. Like, give me your thoughts about all that, and let's see going into this first preseason game. Let's see how we respond from this conversation here. Let's see if we step it up and have a good game come preseason. Again, I know it's preseason. Nobody's really looking forward to preseason. Me, I'm looking forward to see what the young guys are going to do because I kind of understand what the veterans are going to do. So, we got to get ready for this week one preseason game because, once you start having these preseason games, the season is right around the corner. So we got to be on point. So in the comments, please, let me know how you guys feel, what you guys think. Anything else you want to talk about, let's talk about it. Again, at Top Shelf Sports Talk, we don't just drink and talk sports. We talk sports while we have a drink. Again, I appreciate all the love, the support that you guys have been giving me so far. Again, if you guys can like, share, tag this to your platform, post it on your page, put the word out there. We want to get this podcast up and going. We want interaction from you guys. We want to be able to talk to you guys, laugh with you guys, have drinks with you guys. And again, have a good conversation, a good debate about sports. Top Shelf Sports Talk. It's your boy, Jamar.
Flyers, Phillies, Sixers, Eagles, represent the city and let's do this for the people. So all Philly fans, let the rest of the world fans the best in the world. Go!